find someone unexpected on Bumble.
I started scaling our most complex bills by plugging in the top 1% of vetted experts from I started scaling our most complex bills by plugging in the top 1% of vetted experts. All right. It's working. It's working. What's going on, love? Yes, ma'am. Trying to push through. Trying to push through. All right. Real quick. All right. I'm going to go over the promos real quick. Oh, well, that's good. You've been working, keeping you busy. All right. If anybody is interested, and today is the last day for the new moon reads. All right. New moon reads. Today is the last day. $20 for a new moon read. All right. That is 30 minutes. 30 minutes of reads. All right. A 30-minute read. 30-minute read. Is that me straight now? 30-minute July. 30-minute read. All right. Yes, it is. It is another new moon. All right, $30. I mean, for my $30, 30 minutes. All right, $20 for a 30-minute read. All right, if you are interested in unlimited reads to the end of the year, the first slot is $45. All right, the first slot is $45, and the second slot is 65. All right, once somebody takes those slots, I'm taking the post down. All right, so the first person that pays $45 gets unlimited to the end of the year. Yeah, it should be, but shit, ain't nobody. I'll be on here all day. What's full moon? This what full moon? I think it's in Aries, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I wish I could put it at that, but I can't because then I'll be on here all day when nobody be getting shit. They need to be. All right, let's see here. That's all right. I'm going up soon, and when I go up soon, it's a lot of people ain't gonna be able to get. They ain't gonna be getting no reads because they ain't gonna pay. All right, theft is here. Theft is here. All right, somebody wanted to steal something. Something is being balanced out. Something is being balanced out when it comes to a third party. All right. Satisfaction is here. Show this gonna go all the way up. My 30-minute reading's finna be no less than $70. I promise you. All right. Animosity is here. Animosity is here. Somebody is upset. All right, because they weren't able to attach something. A nice guy is here. All right. Somebody. I don't. I just feel like if you're not around anybody, this is family that's attacking. All right, abundance is here. I feel like it's family attacking, moving on. All right, having choices. Somebody don't want you to have any choices. Divinity is here. Somebody didn't want you to walk in your divinity. Somebody didn't want you to make the right decision when it just comes to life. All right. Expectations, bravery, inner strength is here as well. All right. Let's see here. What's going on? If you are interested in unlimited reads to the end of the year, all right. First person, $45. Second person, $65. All right. So first come, first serve. Only two people. Only two people. All right. Abandonment here. Somebody abandoned a situation, or somebody is getting ready to, or you could be getting ready to abandon a situation. All right. Abuse is here. All right. It's like you walked away from something. This could be mental. All right, relationship is here. And this could be family members, right? But you're getting some sort of new beginning when it comes to a relationship. Jay, give me that card. All right, mature man is here. Somebody is jealous and envious. All right, this mature man, this older man could be jealous and envious. All right, because you're receiving justice. Has that me thought out? All right, yeah, somebody don't like what they see. Somebody could be watching you and somebody don't like what they see. All right, false is here. All right, false is here. All right, so a false masculine. Something about a false masculine. Something's expanding. Emperor here. I feel like it's a lot going on in your energy that you don't see. It's very chaotic, but it's not your energy. It could be where you are. All right, let's see. All right, because self-love is here. You get ready to end a cycle of some sort of destruction. All right, you're getting ready to end some sort of cycle when it comes to destruction and abuse. All right, people taking advantage. All right, confidence here, trust it. So, there's something getting ready to happen. All right, you can trust this situation. Whatever this is allowing you to move forward. It's allowing you to move. It's allowing you to move. All right, somebody is obsessed with doing something. So somebody could be doing something behind the scenes. Somebody was obsessed with doing this. All right, concerned, but somebody is concerned because somebody can no longer do something behind the scenes. Somebody was doing something at night. All right, somebody could have been doing something. Voodoo, damn. The moon and star came out. I said, damn, somebody doing something in the dark. Somebody doing something at night. Voodoo's here. All right, something's getting ready to be balanced out. All right, so something's no longer working. All right, so something was slowing you down. All right, I got divinity here. Love offers here. Something was supposed to be coming towards you. All right, a manifestation, and somebody did something to prolong something. All right, nurturing. I'm hearing, but in the meantime, Spirit had to show you how to nurture, love on yourself, heal yourself. All right, before you receive this. All right, sweetheart. Yeah, something's turning in your favor. All right, when it comes to a court situation, courthouse, all right, there could be something going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. All right, somebody's doing some sort of love spells. They want something to go in their way, but it's not. All right, animosity. All right, decision making. Some sort of decision had to be made. All right, somebody was trying to keep something. Yeah, theft is here. Somebody was trying to keep something. A group of people trying to keep something that didn't belong to them, but it belonged to a star seed. All right, competition. These people see you as competition. All right, and you were probably ain't thinking about these people because again, you're in your node. All right, legal and manifestation. All right, so if something's going to get ready to happen when it comes to the courts, what's going on, Travis? Something's going on when it comes to the court. All right, there's some sort of a commitment that's being had. All right, somebody was confused about something. They could have been confused about some sort of decision that had to be made. All right, something about a rich guy and feeling trapped. All right, so I feel like this is somebody who has something to do. Oh, all right, so there's somebody doing something in your favor. All right, somebody is paying attention to something. All right, family is here. Somebody's paying attention to your family or something's getting ready to happen. All right, labor, work. Somebody could be falling ill. All right, labor, work, effort. All right, somebody could be getting hurt on the job. Poverty is here. Something's getting ready to happen to. I'm hearing energy changing places. All right, wisdom, objectivity, sharpness, and discernment. Something's getting ready to happen in your favor. All right, somebody. I just feel like somebody thought that they were going to be able to get away with something. All right, bliss is here. Somebody thought that they were going to get away with something, but somebody is figuring out they have to abandon the situation. A mature woman is significant. All right, this could be a couple. This could be a couple. Somebody thought that they were going to block your path. All right, Spirit is getting ready. What's going on, love? Spirit is doing something on your path. All right, well, Spirit is gifting you something. All right, financial stability is here. All right, tonight is the last night for a new moon reads. All right, if you are interested in a 30-minute video, all right, 30-minute video is $20. All right, tonight is the last night for new moon reads. All right, if you want to on the spot reads are $15 at this time. All right, first person, well, two people. All right, first come, first serve. All right, for unlimited reads to the end of the year. For real, unlimited reads to the end of the year. All right, $45 for the first person. Unlimited reads to the end of the year. Yes, I said to the end of the year. First person, $45. Second person, $65. So first person get it for 45 and the second person get it for 65. All right. I posted it once those slots are um consumed. I'll be taking the post out. All right, skill development is here. All right, skill developments. And if you are interested in unlimited reads for a week, $25. Unlimited for a week. All right, $25. All right, twin flame is here. You're getting ready to receive some sort of victory. Somebody coming towards you. All right. Somebody's putting an end to a situation. Again, somebody could be passing away too. Tower moment. Somebody is having a great fall. Yeah, health concern. Something's happening with someone's health. All right. Somebody is concerned. Somebody is thinking about you at this time as well because something is changing when it comes to money, financial, family, tradition, legacy, material wealth, financial security. Somebody's upset. Somebody could just solely be upset because something, they can't keep something. All right, something is yours. What's going on, Quay? Something belongs to you. And I be down. Look what belongs. Money and abundance. Oh my God. And then you got the fucking Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, somebody mad as hell. It's something that somebody wanted to keep away from you and they cannot. All right, these are two money cards in the, these are three money cards in the deck. You gonna know this spirit. It feel like something's gonna drop out of nowhere. That's this inheritance. And this is because somebody was doing voodoo. Somebody was doing that bullshit. All right, when you do that bullshit, it makes shit come in harder and faster for you. All right, that's why you say, I welcome, do it. Do it. Expectation. You can expect this shit to happen. All right, priestess. Yeah, and you then you blocking shit out. All right, so you're seeing people for who they are and you're blocking things out. All right, this karmic masculine gotta let whatever they thought that they had, they gotta let it go. All right, you're calling in some shit that belongs to you. Yeah, faith. You're calling in some shit that belongs to you. All right, you're being led and guided by spirit, and that's where you're getting your strength from. This is why every time they try to attack you, this shit don't fucking work. All right, these people are false. All right, these people ain't shit. Guidance and wisdom. Something about your guidance and wisdom. These people can't get past you. All right, betrayal. All right, so you got some money coming in for sure, and you don't have to do anything. And this is why spirit is not letting certain things happen, because spirit don't want you tied into any sort of contracts. This is why a lot of y'all haven't found a home, because when spirit give you money, when spirit give you money, you're not even gonna want to be where you are. You're gonna want to leave. You're going to want to leave. This is a personal read. If anybody wants a personal reading, all right, please let me know. Again, this is the last nights for new moon reads. All right, $20, 30-minute reads. All right, if anybody wants to do a donation reads are available as well. I haven't done them in a long time. All right, so if you're wanting to do a donation read, you can donate and get a read as well. All right, doesn't matter how small, doesn't matter how big. All right, I will give you a read off of what you send. Let's see here. All right, something is significant about a cousin. Something is significant about a cousin. All right, beating them to the punch. Somebody is beating somebody to doing something. All right. Or somebody is finding out something. Or a cousin is coming to tell you something. That shit came out before. A cousin is coming to tell you something before somebody else does. Somebody's phone was tapped. All right, so somebody finna get that ass roped off is what I heard. final destination. Something is getting ready to be made clear. Somebody definitely, something's getting ready to happen. Somebody's looking for you to give you some sort of information. All right, that's been popping out a lot in these readings as well. All right. Somebody, somebody on the rugs. Somebody could be coming to tell you. All right, somebody could be beating somebody coming to tell you. All right, somebody got their money and they coming towards you. Or somebody could have some money and they coming towards you. All right, somebody's being watched. You're getting ready to smile from ear to ear, whatever this clear communication is. All right, like I said, somebody's looking for you to give you something. There's a big tower getting ready to happen. All right, a big tower getting ready to happen. All right, you're finally being freed of a situation. What's going on? Thank you. All right, if anybody is interested in unlimited reads to the end of the first slot, 45, second slot, 65. All right, first come, first serve. Once the slots are filled, I will be deleting the post. All right, $45 to the end of the year, unlimited. All right, $45 to the end of the year, unlimited. If you're wanting, no, if you are the second person, all right, it's $65 to the end of the year, unlimited reads. All right, so while it's available. All right, new moon reads are available still. All right, today is the last day. $20 for a 30-minute read. All right, your family's truth is out. All right, so somebody is seeing the truth when it comes to a group of people, making special plans to be with you. All right, somebody's making special plans. You got somebody passed on that's helping someone do something for you. All right, somebody could be looking for you. A big tower moment. All right, there's something that's getting ready to come towards you. You're outgrown a place. All right, there's some hidden money here when it comes to your family. You could be finding out something about hidden money when it comes to your family. All right, personal growth. Somebody had you all wrong. All right, somebody is coming towards you. All right, giving you what you deserve. Giving you what you deserve. All right, questions are $8.88 as well. All right, on the spot reads are $15. All right, love readings are $10.10. If you're wanting donation readings are available tonight. All right, 1 week, something could be happening in a week. All right, somebody spoiling you. All right, somebody want to do something real nice for you. All right, moving out of the country money, an emperor. All right, somebody getting a whole bunch of money. What's going on, Benjamin? Somebody getting a whole bunch of money. All right, taking control. Taking control of your life. All right, taking control of your life. Something is coming back to you. Maybe you feel like you're gonna get ready to live again. All right, in the woods. All right, somebody could be doing something in the woods. Somebody was doing spell work in the woods. All right, island. Somebody could have paid for some spell work. All right, in the woods, island. Book. A book is significant. Somebody booked some sort of trip. All right, somebody's getting ready to book a trip. As soon as you talk to this person, you're getting ready to leave something. All right, and book. Somebody may be booking a flight. Thank you for the like. Somebody could be booking a flight. All right, unlimited reads to the end of the year, $45. First person, end of the reads to the end of the year. Second person, $65. All right. If you are interested in unlimited reads, all right, that's unlimited questions, and you can inbox me, email me if I am not online, all right, and request a read, all right, and I'll go ahead and do your read and send you a video, all right, and if you have questions, you can ask questions as well, all right. Siblings partner, something about your siblings partner, all right, something about a burger place. Whataburger could be significant, but I'm hearing it's like burger place is significant. Somebody knows that you are favored. Somebody is watching you on social media. All right, they're watching you on live. All right, somebody is having not a great time. All right, storm is there. Somebody is running in the storm. Somebody wanted you to have storms. All right, there could be some storms coming to the north. All right, you're spot on. This is why people ain't talking to you. All right, because you're seeing shit clearly. You're seeing exactly what you need to see when it comes to old people. All right, this is why they ain't saying shit to you, because they know that you know what the fuck you talking about. All right, good is here. Somebody is seeing things clearly. Somebody was seeing you in a bad light. Now somebody's seeing you in a good light. Not that you give a fuck, but hey. Hey. All right. All right. Last night for new moon reads. All right. Last night for new moon reads. They are 30-minute reads. All right. $20. All right. For a 30-minute read. 30-minute reads. All right. If you're wanting unlimited reads to the end of the year, the first person 45, second person 65. All right. Justice is here. Money falling from a tree. All right. Again, there's a lot of money coming your way. There's a lot of your finances is getting ready to change. All right. Your ancestors are defending you, and then you got heavy protection is here. All right. 444. You could be saying 444 a lot. Date night out. All right. Heart attack. Somebody, I'm telling you, some crazy shit going on. All right. Brand new car. Something about a new vehicle. You could be getting a new vehicle. Message coming in soon. All right. Dad's side is significant. Midtown. Pool is significant. South. You could be vacationing in the South. All right. Shopping spree. Somebody's going on a shopping spree. All right. Or you're getting ready to go shopping after a time of bullshit. All right. Wiretap. Somebody's being called. Stroke is here. The beach. All right. The resort. Somebody's definitely going on vacation. Date night. Somebody want to do something nice for you. All right. Last night, nephew. Something could have happened with a nephew. Italy is significant. All right. Feds. All right. So the feds could be watching somebody. Somebody could be projecting on you. All right. Is anybody wanting a read? Let's see. All right. Needs no validation. All right. There's a niece here. Renewal. Somebody could be coming towards you wanting to renew things. All right. Big is here. All right. Somebody sees something your way. Somebody is scared now. All right. And you're getting ready to move. All right. Hard times are over. Fun times are here. All right. So it's a lot of fun times to get ready to happen. All right. For you. Fake is here. White woman. Somebody was being fake. All right. Siblings here. Something about siblings being fake. All right. Somebody loves only you, or you gonna get ready to find something out. A dark practitioner is here in the South. Somebody could have paid for spell work. All right. Candle magic is here. Graveyard spells is here. Well, damn. And this is why you got good times coming, because these people who was doing this shit got drug uses. All right. And then they want to go pay for spell work. All right. Sandwich. All right. Somebody is wanting to extend a family. All right. Somebody is wanting to extend a family. Roll up is significant. All right. Somebody aborted something and lied about it. All right. Florida is significant. All right. For tapping the screens, a whole bunch of stalkers over here. All right, love, I got you. All right. Making you the happiest person. Somebody wants to make you the happiest person. All right. Legal papers in hand. You're moving to a new home. All right. You're getting ready to receive new. All right. Somebody is setting you up for greatness. All right. Spirit is setting you up for greatness. Caribbean islands is significant. Something about the islands getting married. All right. So, I don't know. You could be going out of the country. That's what I'm healing. I'm feeling like I said I'm healing. You could be going out of the country to heal, flying there. It's somewhere that you're flying to. All right. You could be going somewhere to get some sort of healing. All right. Mercedes is here. And Mason. All right, there's some sort of abundance that's coming towards you. All right, a bag of money. All right, it's a lot, whatever this is, coming towards you. All right, somebody is giving you something back. Somebody could have tried to steal something. Somebody has to give it back. All right, a great uncle. A great uncle could have left you something. East. All right, getting help until the big money comes in. Attorney contacting you. All right, somebody was doing some sort of fraud. All right, and the karmics know that they lost in this situation. Somebody knows that you are free, or you're getting ready to be free of a situation. All right, but there's a surprise engagement or some sort of surprise contract. Something is coming together. All right, some sort of celebration. Somebody is doing something that you can't resist. All right, huddle house is significant. Breakfast could be so something about breakfast food. All right, showing you so much love. All right, somebody is getting ready to show you a lot of love. All right, there is abundance coming in. All right, and it's a whole lot of it. All right, get ready for good times. Get ready for good times. Let's see here. All right, traveling the world. Yeah, you're getting ready to travel the world. Relocation. I'm just feeling like where you are. Even if you want to stay there, you're not going to. All right, somebody doesn't want to keep you waiting. Blissful times are here. A great aunt. So you got a great aunt and a great uncle around you. Real. You got a great aunt and a great uncle. This is on your mother's side. This is on your mother's side. Mason. Somebody's a Mason. All right, the shock of your life out of the country. All right, you're getting ready to go somewhere out of the country. There's a house. There's something that belongs to you out of the country. There's something that belongs to you out of the country. All right, donation readings are available. All right, the list is open. All right, Texas is here. Doesn't want to work hard. All right, I got like 2 minutes on this to read. All right, doesn't want you to work. Somebody don't want you to work. All right, somebody wants you to relax. All right, somebody doesn't want you to stress. Driving there is significant. All right, veterans claim. Somebody could be getting some sort of money. All right, somebody's getting what they need. Somebody is not waiting to marry you. All right, or somebody is not waiting to make something official is what I'm hearing. Somebody has what they need. 3, 2, 1 energy. All right, when you least expect it, boom. All right, so when you least expect it, something's getting ready to happen. All right, Taco Bell is here. Taco Bell. Divine intervention. No effort. All right, so whatever's getting ready to happen is something that you don't have to do. All right, filthy rich wealthy is here. Old friends. All right, and somebody else is buying you a vehicle. So you got somebody is giving you something. Somebody is doing something generous when it comes to you. All right, somebody wants to work together with you. Buried is here. Nighttime. Something about a great uncle. That keeps coming out. All right, something about a great uncle. Somebody knows that you know what you're talking about. All right, somebody knows that you know what you're talking about. All right, something's catching up to somebody. All right, there's a big ass surprise that's getting ready to happen. Somebody's being caught up. All right, somebody is saying that your feelings are real, or somebody is saying that you're a genuine person. All right, getting ready to buy some sort of supplies for a business. So you're getting ready to buy something that you're needing. All right, Denny's is significant. Private investigator. Somebody could be basically trying to look into your life. All right. Or a private investigator could be contacting you. All right, watching through fake pages. Somebody could be watching you through fake pages. All right, somebody could be investigating you to see something. All right, to see that you don't have something that you were supposed to have is what I'm hearing. Arguing about you. You got people arguing about you. All right, but you're not even anywhere around these people. You're not anywhere around these people. You got mail coming about money. All right, a daughter is significant. Somebody's daughter. This could be a niece. Shit, a aunt. This could be anybody. All right, somebody sees the truth about you. God is getting ready to bless something that is supposed to be for you. All right, and you've been waiting on this for a long time. All right, God is abundantly blessing you, and that is your read. All right, is there anybody on YouTube that wants a read before I close out? Before I close out, donation reads are available at this time as well. If you're just wanting to donate for a read. All right, if not, I'm going to close the live. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me at Mermaid Ariel 1983. That's Mermaid Ariel, Ariel, all right, 1983 at gmail.com. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me.